So have you ever wondered if you wanted a blue-haired anime waifu that is literally a military-made soldier? Well, Snail got you covered with Tokiwa Kazune, which is Snail's latest product that they released, and yes, it is literally a blue-haired anime woman that is literally a made military soldier. Well, technically a military soldier that is also a maid with a goddamn assault rifle, which honestly is rad as hell. It's so damn insane, I love it. So yeah, I'm just gonna unbox this figure just because I can. And of course, if you want this particular figure, she is available at Goddammit, which will be linked in the description. And of course, use code Miky, which actually doesn't give you a discount, which I wish it does. But it does help me to get points every time you use that code, so I can buy more of these kind of products so I can review, you know, when I feel like it. But yeah, I'm just doing this review because honestly, Goddammit and Shoshi Store are the only web stores that pretty much is not affected with the tariffs, because they will actually not charge you with the tariff stuff, which honestly is kind of a W. I mean, if you look at the page from their Facebook page, they literally specify that, yeah, they will not charge you with the tariff, which honestly makes me love this store even more. Anyway, let's just open up this box and take a look at the items inside, because I'm very excited. And considering, oh yeah, by the way, I want to tell you one thing. I should probably explain you to what the month is today. Of course, I need to literally specify to everyone, happy Men's Mental Health Month. Yep. Honestly, it's kind of refreshing not to just celebrate of a month that is about sexuality, because honestly, nobody cares about that. I mean, Prima usually was about you not being labeled as something else and just want to be normal, until it became a perversion. It just had a bunch of narcissists who literally wanted to go near kids. And for those people who just wanted to be normal, I'm sorry that you had to deal with these goddamn lunatics. Anyway, let's get to it. But yeah, honestly, it's a kind of refresher, and what's also a refresher is the look of the figure. And look at all these magazines. Holy crap. Finally, Doomslayer has some new apprentice. And let's just take off this item, which is just the extra joints, if case some of the joints that you have is pretty much breaks. And let's take a look at all this stuff inside. First things first, we're gonna talk about, well, the assault rifle, which I hope is an assault rifle and not an M16, which any military nerds or any weapon nerds who knows about this weapon, let me know in the comments, you know, engagement bait. Because yeah, this actually looks pretty damn sweet. It actually has more creativity and a lot more diverse compared to how we usually get from accessory packs. I mean, if we compare this to the Winter Soldier's accessory pack, you can see that this one has a little bit more shading, a little bit more coloration, while this one is a little bit more dark, just black plastic, with some very nice ingenuity, like a kickstands and all, which I forgot to mention, but holy crap, I do love the attention of detail. But yeah, this one is actually not that very bad. It has the silencer, it has the magazines with the bullets painted on, which, hey, that's a really nice bonus. And of course, you have the scope, and you also have the kickstand. Or actually, yeah, I forgot the name, but yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah, it's really nicely added. And not only that, you get 6 more spare parts of these magazines. And on like a certain Twitch streamer, I'm not being an idiot calling these clips because they are not clips, they are magazines. Which they all look really nice. Just very simple, yet added a lot more personality. It's just so impressive. I'm really shocked that you have so many magazines. Jesus, what am I gonna do with these magazines? Is there any accessory pack? Oh, actually, matter of fact, that's actually what this little package is for storing the magazines. Let's see if I can fit all of them inside in one recording. Let's just see. Yep. Amazing weapon storage. Actually, amazing magazine storage. That is actually a perfect way to describe this accessory. A skirt piece that is actually a very perfect magazine storage. Speaking of something that is amazing, let's take a look at the figure. Oh my god, I got my blue-haired anime woman maid military officer. Actually, military maid. And protective plastic, which is nice. Which, does the head pop off easily? No, it actually stays on, which is actually pretty more step up to the zombie girl Ginza, which, no shade of her, but yeah, let's just say that one thing that this one tops over this girl is that what I really do about the functionality of the heads popping off, I wish that it could have been a little bit more solid and not just pop off all the time, but yeah. Now it's no problem, but yeah, if anyone has a problem with the head popping off way too easily, that is unfortunate. And I do wish that they actually tighten up the joints in the future, but yeah, this is actually a step up. No doubt about it. And what's really nice is that the maid outfit is made of actually real cloth, which adds a lot of this, well, authenticity, and yep, very authentic. I'm so gonna get demonetized, aren't I? Oh well, let's just remove the protective plastic and let's just look at the thigh bulge. Yep, amazing thigh bulge. They really know their target audience, huh? But yeah. How to distract your enemies. Lift up your skirt and then fucking shoot them. That's one way to do it. Man, I really wish I could just do an animation which I pretty much just have the anime girl just accidentally got her skirts just flip open by the wind, and the enemy just got distracted looking at her panties, and then she just shoot them. That's what I'm pretty much gonna do. But yeah, let's just take a look at the face sculpt, which, yeah, that's actually really nice. And if we pop... Ooh. Okay, note yourself, be careful when you remove it. I don't want you to accidentally break it, but yeah, note yourself that these pieces are very thin, so do not break them. Whatever you do, just be gentle, grab back here and just wiggle around, or easy example, heat up with the hairdryer and then just let it pop off. I'm just gonna do it because I'm a professional and I know what I'm doing. But yeah, look at the face sculpt, which very lovely blue eyes. Are the eyes baby blue? Yeah, they are a bit of a baby blue coloring, which is very nice. And the eyelashing printing is spot on. Holy crap. Now let's just take a look at the other accessory that I'm just gonna pop open, and yeah, it's just a regular yelling face, which, yeah, very cute, very expressive. Just wish that actually I think it's, wish there was a little bit more accessories, but yeah, I think that actually is enough for this enemy woman, for this maid. I mean, I think she only needs a serious face and the yellow things. But of course, I wish there was some accessory pack that gives you a little bit more of an expressive for these snail shell figures, which, come to figure it, that would have been a very good selling point. And look at, holy crap, yeah, this is a little bit, can get loose if you eject it downwards, so keep it up a little bit and it will stay tight. But yeah, I can see a lot of customization with these figures, which is something of a selling point with these kind of anime figures, is that you can just remove all the limbs and just kit bash whatever you want, and yeah, it will just look awesome. And yeah, this is actually incredible, like double jointed torso articulation on top and at the bottom, because on the bottom there is some, oh yeah, there's some protective plastic here, which actually, let me just remove it a little bit quick. Here we go. Now let's see, just remove this part and then just add this part on top, I think. How am I supposed to do this? Hold on. Let me just look at the instructions first, because yeah, that's important. Instruction. I really wish that they could actually keep the English. Just keep the English. It's still fun, but yeah. Another kind of a little bit of a flaw they still have is the instruction instead of instructions. There's no C, so just keep in mind, but still funny. Still love the English. But yeah, again, use cotton if you want to loosen up the figure a little bit better. Yeah, it's actually supposed to be like that, huh? Huh. Wait, you can do that? Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so I did something right. It's just that there's some orientation that I need to pull before. Okay, it's just that, and then add this on, and boom. Now you have her armed up. But it also say that you can remove the skirt? Hold on. Ah, would you look at that? Huh. Very nicely added detail. You can just remove that and then add it on. That is actually really nicely added detail. And of course, be careful when you remove it. Don't be a brute and just rip it out just to damage this figure. It would not be very wise of you just being hard-handedly with these figures. Again, while they are fun to mess around, do not be forced with these figures, as I usually state. But with that out of the way, let's just take a look at the other accessories that we have, which we have the traditional stand, and would you look at that, some extra part, a cradle for the eye tool and such. Incredible. Okay, so let's see here. We have a lot of, oh shit. Hold on. Okay, with that orientation on the side, here we have the extended kind of, would you look at that, kickstand. Actually, no. Yes, a stock. Sorry, that I was a little bit an idiot right here and there. But yeah, this stock actually looks, this one is a little bit shorter, but this one is a little bit more of an extended one, which honestly looks very intrusive. And I do love that they actually added a little bit of a kind of customization with the rifle. So if you ever want to use this rifle, you just, if I can find the finger, you just have, oops, hold on. You just have this grabby fingers with the trigger finger, and then you just slide it in like so, and of course careful so you don't break the stock. And once you've done that, and bing bada boom, very nice grip. And of course, just like any action figure, you just need to be very careful when you remove the hands, because they are very tight. But just heat it up and you'll be fine. But yeah, let me just add that this actually looks pretty damn awesome. Like, holy crap, this looks...
Hey, this is Editing Michael here. I just forgot that this weapon actually is very customizable. Yes, you can pretty much remove every single accessory and add-ons that is on this weapon. Which, if you played any kind of war game like Call of Duty or any sort of like that, you know, PUBG, or any first person, you know that this is actually quite something special. Like, if you have seen, like, I don't know, JoJo Bizarre Adventure with the Pillar Man just disassemble a weapon, or, you know, Forrest Gump just disassemble and assemble this weapon. Now, that is up your alley. For me, the first time I saw this, I'm like, holy crap, they actually did it. And I am not mad that they actually made it possible to disassemble and assemble with so much customization. But yeah, that's all I need to know, and yeah, I really love that. Now, attaching this on the weapon on the figure is quite simple. A little bit tricky at first, but once you get a hang of it, it's like no business. Of course, you need to be careful with the stock, but yeah.
But I think I'm just gonna stay with the default one, just because it will be easier. But yeah, this actually is very solid. Holy crap. And of course, just like any like figure arts or Figma, and if my camera can focus, it has this hinge and swivel kind of joint, so you can go side to side and up and down, which is nice. And like any figurines, these sleeves are kind of an add-on, which you can either add on or just remove from this figure. Which reminds me of another figure that I have, which I might show off right now. A lot of this reminds me of Victoria, which is another kind of snow show figure that is pretty much like a soldier, but also has a kind of a maid outfit. But this kind of maid outfit is a little bit, well, I wouldn't say a maid, more like a kind of frame arms project, or you know, these Armor Girl project kind of action figures where it's like an anime girl but with a mech suit. And this specific figure is just one of two figures that you get in this set, and the other one is literally in her lingerie form. But of course the stocking is a little bit separate. But again, you can pretty much just remove the head and just add it to the other figure. So if you want, you can pretty much just remove the heads like so, and then you just do whatever you want. You can just go crazy and just customize the figures, which is just a cherry on top. And that's kind of the selling point. Again, the selling point of the figures. You just do whatever you want with the figures, and what you said pretty much. That was a terrible way to explain. Basically, whatever fits your needs, whatever that you kind of appeal. Again, your creativity. It is the star. But what this figure also have is a another kind of rifle, but it feels like it's missing something. Oh yeah, this included knife that you also have, which you can pretty much attach to it, and yeah, it kind of looks like a musket. Is it just me? But yeah, this actually looks pretty damn awesome that it has this kind of engineering. And you just stick it to it and boom, you're good to go. And what this figure also have, which blew my damn mind, My room is a goddamn mess now. I just cleaned my room like weeks ago, and now it's like a fucking mess. God damn it. There we go. You get the shield, which has a magnet. God damn, this figure added a magnet with its shield, pretty much a shield with a magnet before the Dark Ages. God damn, what an inspiration. But yeah, jokes aside, this is actually pretty damn awesome engineering that you pretty much could have. But damn, look at the difference. But yeah, aside from that, what I'm trying to say is that there's a lot of options you can have with these figures. Kabuno, or what was his name again? Tokiwa, that's right. I'm just dizzy right now. I'm still fucking asleep. God damn it. I really need an energy drink. Hold on. I need my gamer subs. But yeah, that's pretty much the unboxing for this figure. And I will explain a little bit more in a review when that will come out. But all I'm gonna say is, in general, this figure is actually very pleasing. It's actually a very solid figure. Like, I cannot even imagine how they kind of up their gains with the quality. And of course, just like any action figure, you get a stand, which adds to another one of my cereal bowls. But I like the Matrix of Leadership with Hasbro. This one actually is a good way to have multiple stands for your action figures. And this one is no exception. I really like this stand. It's very solid. But yeah, all I'm gonna say is, if you really want a anime waifu that is literally a maid as a soldier or a military soldier, you know what I mean. An anime way into war. This is pretty much up your alley. And the fact that you have so much accessories like magazines, a belt, an extended stock, and multiple hands. This is actually pretty damn good. A good value. I think it would cost like $60, which that's actually pretty damn good considering with the old amount of detail you get from this figure. Just wish that it could have included a little bit more of face expressions. And then I would have given this like 9.5 out of 10. Right now I would give this, right now, for now, 8.9 out of 10. Which, hey, ain't too bad. There are some things that could have been a little bit improved. But other than that, yeah, this unboxing is pretty damn solid. It's a really solid figure. That is, if you're really into anime girls that has a lot of the diverse and kind of unique looking appearances. Like this one. So yeah. I'm going to prepare myself to clean my room. And stay tuned next time until I plan to review more stuff. Because right now, I pretty much have a vacation right now. So look forward to it. I meant to say look forward to more reviews. My goddamn Asperger really just hits me right in my goddamn face. God damn it, my Asperger and autism.